Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. What a fantastical world we live in. What an unbelievable news climate. What an unbelievably divided time for us in our country. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We have economic problems. The integrity of the election is being questioned. The president is tweeting about how awful Fox News is and why Newsmax is better. I mean, just when you think things couldn't get even more bizarre, believe it or not, things are continuing to get bizarre. On your screen, you'll see a tweet from Jim Shuro. And Jim actually quoted the Ohio Republican governor, Mike DeWine, who basically he said on CNN, Joe Biden is the president-elect. Now, if you thought that was interesting, here's another tweet on your screen from Peter Alexander, who's an NBC News White House correspondent. And Peter said, and this I'm quoting Peter Alexander, Trump is very aware that there is not a path to victory, but he believes the 72 million people who voted for him, I quote, deserve a fight. So he's battling as a form of theater for them. That's what a top White House aide told Peter. Now, keep in mind that yesterday I reported Jake Sherman from Politico saying that this was all a form of political theater. But let's take a closer look at what could potentially be happening, because this is a very intense time for us as a country. This is a very divisive time for us. And in fact, let's take a look at a comment from an important official in the city of Philadelphia. You're about to see a video from Ali Schmidt, who's the Republican city commissioner of the city of Philadelphia, which is receiving a lot of scrutiny as far as the vote counting is concerned. And what he said, and I'm going to quote him, he said that the 2020 presidential election was the most transparent and secure election in the city's history. And he said something that just blew my mind. He said that what we are seeing on social media, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said we're seeing lies essentially spread on social media. We're seeing these fantastical claims. And he also said that people like to consume lies. Not my words. These are the words of the Republican city commissioner of the city of Philadelphia, which is facing a lot of scrutiny right now because there's an intense legal battle happening right now in Pennsylvania. I want you to watch this segment for yourself, and I want you to be the judge. Again, a Republican city commissioner in the city of Philadelphia. His name is Ali Schmidt. Let's roll the tape and see what he had to say. Let's watch.
Fraud have you seen in the count in Philadelphia?
I have not. If evidence of widespread fraud or evidence of any fraud at all is brought to our attention, we take a look at it and we refer it to law enforcement, as we always do in every election. I have seen the most fantastical things on social media, making completely ridiculous allegations that have no basis in fact at all, and see them spread. And I realize a lot of people are happy about this election and a lot of people are not happy about this election. One thing I can't comprehend is how hungry people are to consume lies and to consume information that is not true.
Now, the thing that jumped out to me the most was his comment about what's happening on social media, the fact that there's a lot of misinformation, and the fact that individuals have a propensity to consume lies is what he said. Just incredible. Let's roll the tape and watch that segment one more time.
I have seen the most fantastical things on social media, making completely ridiculous allegations that have no basis in fact at all, and see them spread. And I realize a lot of people are happy about this election and a lot of people are not happy about this election. One thing I can't comprehend is how hungry people are to consume lies and to consume information that is not true.
And now let's jump into what the President of the United States has been saying, going back all the way to October 2016, before he was elected. The President basically talked about voter fraud, talked about problems with voting. Whether the president believes this or whether the president set this up as an insurance policy, a form of political theater, that's for you to decide. But what's clear is that the president has been talking about these sorts of things going back to October 2016, before he was elected president. And an argument could be made that because the president essentially was against mail-in voting and asked his supporters to go out and vote for him on the day of the pandemic, he may potentially have discouraged individuals, Republican supporters, from mail-in voting, which, by the way, would then explain why the mail-in votes that were counted late in certain states, by the way, that's dependent on the state legislature, why the mail-in votes that were counted later skewed Democratic. Because if the president basically told his supporters, don't trust mail-in voting, then they're not going to do mail-in voting. And if Republicans did not do mail-in voting, that does explain why the mail-in votes were disproportionately in favor of the Democrats. And also the fact that this could turn out to be the biggest political miscalculation that the president could have made when it came to his re-election. There are some schools of thought about that. But the important thing is, the president has been slamming the integrity of elections for a long time now. Why he's been doing it, that's for you to decide. But I want you to watch the words of the President of the United States over a period of time, and I want you to judge for yourself. Let's roll the tape.
At the polling booths, and believe me, there's a lot going on. People that have died 10 years ago are still voting. Illegal immigrants are voting. And believe me, you take a look at what's registering, folks.
When you see illegals, people that are not citizens, and they're on the registration rolls. Look, Bill, we can be babies. But you take a look at the registration. You have illegals, you have dead people, you have this. It's really a bad situation. It's really bad.
They got so many people voting illegally in this country, it's a disgrace. There are a lot of people, my opinion, and based on proof, that try and get in illegally and actually vote illegally. A lot of illegal voting going on out there, by the way. A lot of illegal voting. Voting by mail is wrought with fraud and abuse, and people don't get their ballots. When you do all mail-in voting ballots, you're asking for fraud. People steal them out of mailboxes. People print them, and then they sign them, and they give them in. I think it's going to be the greatest fraud ever. I think it's going to be a rigged election. You're sending out hundreds of millions of universal mail-in ballots. Hundreds of millions. Where are they going? Who are they being sent to? This election will be the most rigged election in history. It'll be fixed. It'll be rigged. I'll tell you who's meddling in our elections. The Democrats are meddling by wanting and insisting on sending mail-in ballots where there's corruption all over the place. The only way we're going to lose this election is if the election is rigged. It'll end up being a rigged election, or they will never come out with an outcome. We don't want to be cheated and be stupid and say, oh, let's transit. We'll go and we'll do a transition.
Now, the one thing I want to add at the end of this video is that anything you read on social media, if it makes you more angry, if it makes you more agitated, be very careful about the source of that information. We can say what we want and we can have respectful differences of opinion. But if you're seeing something designed to agitate you, designed to cause civil unrest, don't be surprised if we find out 6 months, a year, 2 years from now that it is some unscrupulous foreign actor. That is the thing I want us to be careful about, because we are free to have our own points of view, and I do think we should respect each other. But I don't think that we should be manipulated, and I don't think we should be controlled by actors who want to see more divisiveness in America. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You'll also find the links to all our resources in the description section below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I want you to know that you are appreciated. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. If you learn something new from this video, please consider gently clicking the like button. Please ignite that subscribe button. Please ignite that notification button. But don't do it so hard that you smash the screen. Uh-oh, I don't want you to smash the screen. Just having a little bit of fun there, me and my team. So please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. Again, if you don't know anything about me, definitely check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. I would really appreciate that. You can get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000, that's 70000, and you'll get added to SMS alerts list. You can also, if you want, get on our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. You'll magically, you'll get emails from us in your inbox. You can opt out of the emails or the SMSs at any point in time that you want. I do have a crystal ball and I can predict the future. No, I can't. If I had a crystal ball and I could predict the future, I would. But what I can do is give you honest, real, true news that you can depend on, news that you can rely on. So please, by all means, subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. All I ask is that you comment below, participate in our growing community. I'm very proud of our community. We are all proud Americans. I want to be clear, on our channel, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. It's not about being Democrat, being Republican. It's about being American. We are all Americans first. So I want us to try and come together as best as we can with actual news, actual objective information, which is what you're going to get on this channel. Please comment below, participate in our growing community. Please share this video with friends and family so we can grow our community. And again, as a reminder, you'll find the links to all our resources in the description section below. So if you're ever wondering what our resources are, just check out the description section of any video that we put out, and you'll see the links to all our resources so you can check out those resources on your own. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.